welcome to this edition of Project Forward, which is being led by the United Nations ESBN Taskforce on Youth and Women Entrepreneurship, and brings a series of local and international business leaders, CEOs, innovators, and successful entrepreneurs to discuss the current business landscape and to provide valuable insights and guidance for the businesses of tomorrow. These themed focused conversations bring both actionable insights and critical business reflections in areas such as innovation, technology, space, ESG, and global connectivity. For this session, we have Miguel Lopes, who is Chief Product Officer at Visionable, and also Vice Chair at the UN ESBN Youth and Women Entrepreneurship Task Force. And he chaired the session on launching, running, and scaling successful businesses. So, Miguel, we're honored to have you as chair of this session. Please do share with us some of the insights discussed.
Thank you, Pedro. So it was above all an open and honest discussion about entrepreneurship, where we went through, the good parts, but we also went through the difficulties and how to overcome it. We had great entrepreneurs like Andreas Hipp, CEO of Catalea, who was also the founder of Ezelink Telecom. We had Isabel Paradis, president of Hot Telecom, and also a member of this task force. We had Fabrizio Salinitri, CEO of Horizon, and a very known entrepreneur from creating a product from zero and now being a very well-established company in the telco space. We also invited Elizabeth Schwartz to give us a different perspective. Elizabeth Schwartz was an early employee of one of these startups and gave us some really good perspectives on what she looked for in a leader and how it was the experience of jumping into an adventure such as startup. On a high level, some of the key points we discussed, right? The market is not always ready for your product, even if it is a good idea. Flexibility to pivot is important. Some of these entrepreneurs had to do it. Persistence is key. Being a new product in some areas or regions or verticals, it means a lot of closed doors. You have to keep trying until the first few open. One of the advice given was you need to establish a strong network. It does help you get it. One of the other points is initial hires, right? They're extremely critical, and you should look for people with drive, right? As a leader initially, right? Normally through the entire journey, but especially initially, you need to clearly convey your vision and execution plan. The early team members, they look at your passion, not your leadership abilities. And then the last one was dealing with scale. It's a good problem, but nonetheless a problem. And if it does not have a process and planning around it, it can be disastrous. Something as basic as time zone differences can cause a lot of operational friction and slow your growth.
Miguel, thank you for your sharings. Let's now go into the session.